Gala welcomed close neighbours Melrose to Netherdale, looking to get back to winning ways following recent defeats at Biggar and Ayr, whilst a Melrose win would see them in great position to seal second spot, despite the fact that they had not had a taste of success here in Gala's backyard since 2018. It was the men in black and yellow who dominated the early exchanges and gained an early lead for their efforts. First, hard work to get into 22, followed by some slick passing opened up space and allowed Ben McLean to cross over for the opening score, which Euan Hutchison converted. This was followed up by a Matty Bertram try minutes later, with the winger taking the ball after a lot of phases through the forwards and finding a way to the line to double the visitors' lead with a converted try. Gala quickly switched on and grabbed the try back through Angus, crashing over for a converted try to half the Melrose lead, much to the delight of the home supporters. After that frantic 10 minutes, things calmed down a little, and there was only one further score in the first half, with Melrose capitalising on a 5-metre line-out and flanker Craig Fairbairn using his strength to power his way over the line for an unconverted try, giving the visitors a 19 points to 7 lead at half-time. It was Melrose who started the fastest following the break, and they extended their lead just 5 minutes in, when Connor Spence both started and finished a line break from outside the 22. Despite a man down with Euan Hutchison being in the sin bin, this converted try took the visitors 19 points clear. After a tryless period, Gala put serious pressure on the Melrose defence, and eventually space opened up out wide, and Callum Pate pulled them back for the hosts, which Kerr converted, reducing the Melrose lead to just 12. Wary of a possible comeback, Melrose chose to kick the points at the next penalty, and followed it up with a try in the dying minutes, as replacement Seb van der Sluis scored an unconverted try, diving over from just a metre out. And there was a consolation try for the men in maroon, as Gregor Main touched down in the dying moments, converted by the accurate boot of Russell Kerr to round off the scoring. So a first win here in over 5 years for Melrose, as they look to seal second spot in National Division 1, whilst Gala will be disappointed to not come away with anything in a game where another converted try would have seen them gain 2 bonus points. Full time in Netherdale, it's Gala 21, Melrose 34.
So Angus, I'm sure everyone over at Gala is pleasing for you, but presumably even more so on their own patch.
Yeah, 100%. It's 1,084 days, I think, since we won here last. So that's a massive win today. Also makes 3 from 3 this season. So it's really positive. Great for the boys as well. Showed great character in the end. There's something getting the bonus point.
It was a fairly solid team performance. You must be delighted to start the second half so well and get that score, especially being down to 14 men. Yeah,
massively, exactly. Would have made life a lot easier had we had 15 men on the pitch, but it wasn't to be. It was our own discipline that cost us that, to be fair. But Gala showed a good bit of character in the second half as well. Got a try, and then could have came back to them. Sorry.
As you said before today, we had to go back to 2018 before the last time Melrose won here at Netherdale. Must be delighted to set that record straight and do it so comfortably too.
Yeah, 100%. I must admit, there's a massively changed team as well. So I would consider maybe a handful of guys who've been playing in that last game. So it definitely shows great character from the guys. As I say, coaching staff have done a massive amount of work over Christmas and New Year. We've done a lot of training in preparation for this game because we're definitely due them one.
Yeah, and a trip to Glasgow Accies next week. Is it difficult to keep motivated when obviously Ayr have the title wrapped up? Is it a case of just trying to consolidate second place now?
Yeah, absolutely. That's our aim. We aim to finish top 2. So as I say, that's given us a good benchmark. So as I say, 1's not achievable. 2's definitely there. But we've got Glasgow Accies, a bit of a grudge match as well again. We're kind of due them 1-2. So we're hoping to go up there, get a good Tuesday, Thursday in, and go up there and get the win as well.
Unfortunately, our female performances the last few games has been a slow start, and so it proved again. Falling off tackles early doors, Melrose getting those offloads in, and they were playing on top of us. And it's hard to get a foothold in the game when that happens. So it's something we've talked about for a few weeks. We're just not quite cracking that yet. We fought back into the game pretty well, and there's never any question about our attitude or our desire, but to be chasing the game it puts you in a difficult position. So there's something there. It's a good bunch of boys. We just need to keep working, a bit more focus on perhaps our detail around our defence, and it'll come. But credit to Melrose today, they're good value for their win. We'll just have to dig deep this week, and we're off to Highland next Saturday, so it's a good chance for us to respond to that today.
Yeah, as you say, a tough trip to Highland next week. What would you like to see change in terms of the performance?
Well, if we can tighten up in defence a bit, again, we just have to look at a bit more around the detail around that. I don't think it's a question of heart or anything. It's just that getting our spacing right, communication either side of the tackler, and just learning from it because it's there, as I say, but we've got to work at it. So, yeah.
How pleased are you to be back in a maroon jersey after your experience playing Super 6?
I'm delighted to be back. It's my hometown club. A lot of connections here, family. My brother's coaching, and I still feel I've got a bit to offer in terms of playing. So, it's been a great feeling, a lot of fulfilment so far playing back here. Results haven't been great so far, but it is quite a young team this season. There's probably a bit of a rebuild going on at the moment, but looking forward, I think there's a lot to be positive about. So, yeah, delighted to be back in Maroon.
And you're obviously co-captain at Boroughmuir Bears. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, a lot of good years there in terms of rugby experience. It was, was at Boroughmuir for 9 years. Was at the club team before the Bears after that. Yeah, been there for a good long time, and a lot of friends made there. It's still a place that I'll go back to in the future in terms of just being social around the place. But as I say, Gala's my hometown club, so delighted to be back here.